believe in saying yes. I believe in embracing risk and embracing chance. And
You
all
think
the
you need
things
to say no more as you get older?
I just think it's a learning curve, a very steep learning curve to understand when no is appropriate and when yes is appropriate. And until you learn that, you default to yes.
It's a really, or no. My dad defaults to no. I think you and I, like, we have some similarities that makes, like, I think there's a lot of people there that default to no. I think there's a lot of people that default. My dad's opening words are, hey dad, no. Like, I can't, I was gonna say, how was your day? You know, like, no is not a proper, like, I know a lot of people that default into no. I think we happen to be surrounded by a lot of people that default into yes.
Yeah, lucky yes.
But I think, you know, you know what? Actually, quick little side question of the day. Give me, are you a default yes or no person? I'm just curious for my own kind of like polling. India, move it along.
CJ asks, how has having a family changed your long-term view of work? And what does retirement mean to you?
CJ asked a good question. I'll let you go because I know you're a new father of a second.
Yeah, so what does family have to do with work? I think family is the ultimate cheat. And what I mean by that is I had a kid when I was 16. I've always had a family since I was an adult. My entire adult life I've had a family. And it gives you a reason to do all of this work. And that downtrodden feeling you can have, which is like, why am I doing this? Why am I working another night till 3 in the morning? When you have family, for me, it gives me my purpose. My reason for doing everything I do is my family. Part 2, retirement. Retirement's my biggest fear. Retirement is what people do when they wait to die. My grandmother was a tap dancer, and she had a tap dance school, and she taught tap every day of her life, and she taught tap on a Friday, and she died on a Monday when she was 92. That's my fantasy. I want to work until the last minute. I want to be working in my hospital bed as I'm dying. So that's how I feel about retirement.
I'll start with retirement. I'm in the complete same camp. You know, that is my nightmare. I want to die on the Monday that I'm working. I didn't need those 2 days in between. I'm with you. I think, look, I will say this. There's one weird retirement fantasy I have, which is to be an old man sitting at the racetrack, having some nickname like One-Eyed Gary, and like betting on the ponies. I do like the notion of the ponies as an old man. So there's a little bit of that. The family work-life balance, whole thing, I think is completely counterpunching, meaning I hate giving an answer to this because I think it really is predicated on your partner and then the evolution of your kids. My partner part I really kind of took care of. I mean, I was looking for Lizzie. When I found her, I locked her up, married her immediately. We were married within the year of meeting. I told her on our first date that we were getting married. I knew that she was independent enough and I intuitively felt that she could handle the insanity that is me. It's crazy. I feel like we're still dating because, I travel so much and like, I'm busy, but like, it's just over communication. When I see a little strain, I'll cancel a trip. I won't say yes. I try to hack. The kids are a whole new variable. Now that Misha's 5.5, I've got to get ready for, they may not be like Lizzie. My little Xander might want me at every single thing at every moment. So I'm starting to get mentally prepared to counterpunch their reality. Kids are always going to want their parents around. But what's the hack, right? It's funny, I've been traveling and where I speak now, I spoke in Anaheim and I noticed that Disneyland was right next door. So I'm like, maybe I'll do these speaking engagements because I'll take the kids, let them see what dad does, and then a full day of So it's interesting how my brain is starting to adjust to what's their reality going to be like. So my answer to your question is counterpunching. What I mean by that is gross over